Welcome back for another product overview. Today we'll be taking a look at the Ethic Pandemonium V2 Deck. This deck comes in three colorways: matte black, raw, and this unique chrome blue. For its size, this deck is 5.1 inches wide and it comes in three lengths: 18.1 inches, 19.7 inches, and 21.3 inches. The foot space on the 18.1 inch version of the deck is about 11.4 inches. The foot space on the 19.7 inch version of the deck is about 12.8 inches. And the foot space on the 21.3 inch version is about 14.1 inches. The head tube angle on this deck is 83 degrees. This deck is made of 6082 aluminum, which is stronger than the industry standard 6061 aluminum. It comes with a sheet of pre-cut grip tape for a really easy installation. It comes with Ethic's new fender, pre-installed, and they include their flex brake in the packaging, so you can choose whichever you'd prefer, a fender or a brake. As is the case with all Ethic decks, the brake is mounted with one large bolt on the bottom of the deck. This means you can only run Ethic brand brakes or fenders on this. And it's compatible with Ethic's balance point modulator if you ever wanted to change the balance point of your scooter. This deck uses a traditional 8mm axle and cannot run any 12 standard wheels. Speaking of wheels, this deck can fit wheels up to 120mm in diameter, and it can only fit 24mm wide wheels. For the axle, it uses Ethic's new Torx 40 axle, and the proper Torx wrench is included with the deck, so you don't need to get any additional tools or hardware with it. The nut on the axle clicks into place on the left side of the deck, so only one tool is needed to tighten the wheel down. The back end of the deck is cut at an angle to keep the deck lightweight and aerodynamic, and it gives you the option to run pegs if you ever wanted to. The front of the deck is also slightly angled to reduce weight and make it easy to maneuver. On the bottom of the deck, it has two grind rails, with the middle section having a bit of concave and a large cutout to reduce weight and also reduce friction during grinds. Under the head tube is a solid blunt plate to help you lock in your nose blunts. And the head tube itself, while similar to the last Pandemonium, has been slightly redesigned and reinforced to make it even lighter while still maintaining strength. The front of the head tube has a cutout to show off your fork, and the Ethic logo is also cut out in the front of the deck under the head tube area. Now, for the most impressive thing about this deck, let's see how much it weighs. With all the hardware included, the 18.1 inch version of the deck weighs in at about 2.01 pounds. The 19.7 inch version of the deck weighs in at 2.17 pounds. And the 21.3 inch version of the deck weighs in at about 2.27 pounds. At the time of this recording, this is the lightest deck in the market by quite a bit. While this may change in the future, it'll always be at the very least one of the lightest decks ever made. So if you're in the market for something super lightweight, pick this up at the Vault Pro Scooters.